For volleyball, you're looking live at the site of the 2025 Conference Carolinas Women's Volleyball Championship. Matt Stradley, Fred Battenfield, thanks for joining us on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. North Greenville Southern Wesleyan getting us started in this quarterfinals.
Well, you got the new kids on the block. Southern Wesleyan reaching the quarterfinals for the first time in their history. 2 years ago, they were 1-16 in the league, finished dead last. So Coach Anna Collins was extremely proud of this group for getting up into the winning two big 3-2s last week. They beat Belmont Abbey in 5, and then they beat Lisa McRae in 5, both in Banner Elk. So they had to win a couple of really tough matches. So they've advanced here. Greg Mosley, the dean of the Conference Carolinas women's coaches, he's been been around a long time. I've known Greg for quite a while, and he's putting a young team on the court. This North Greenville roster has no seniors on it at all. It's a trend I've noticed in a lot of the teams in the conference tournament don't have a lot of seniors. So, but they're still experienced. Anna Fidelki will lead the Trailblazers. And freshman Kaylin Chapman, probably the best outside hitter for Southern Wesleyan. So this ought to be an interesting matchup in our first match of the night.
Southern Wesleyan on your right in their away blacks with blue trim. White lettering, it's the gray and reds with red lettering, white trim for North Greenville. On your left, the starting lineup: Samantha Ball wearing number 2, Allison Ball wearing number 3, libero Macy Gentry, Anna Fidelki wearing number 16. It's going to be 20, Gabby Rice, 22, Peyton Taylor. Fantastic dig, lands out. First point going the way of Southern Wesleyan. 24 is Reagan Funderburk. That's your starting lineup for North Greenville. For Southern Wesleyan, it's Megan Gilliand. Number 4, Katie Fulton. 11, Briley Wolf. 15, Michaela Andres. The libero, Kaylee Covey. Number 18, Kaylin Chapman. And number 22, Sarah Mitchell. We're tied at 1.
Well, Caitlin Chapman made the first kill and the first error, so she's going to handle the ball a lot tonight for Southern Wesleyan.
Good pass, good set. Tipped over, read well by the Trailblazers. Their answer. Set wide, tipped over. Set middle. Good dig. Into the block. Smothering presence from the Trailblazers.
That's one thing that Anna Fidelki and Gabby Rice can do. They're very tall. You're going to have a hard time outside hitters against Anna Fidelki. But that's one of the best blockers in Conference Carolina, so that's going to be a challenge for the Warriors.
And the ball back to serve. The ace! 3-1 early North Greenville on the ace from Samantha Ball.
Yeah, one thing I thought about, both Southern Wesleyan and North Greenville play in very small gyms. They come to this environment where the ceiling is about 8,000 feet high. It's to see how they do a little bit differently. That looked like a touch there off the elbow, but no call from the referee.
Service errors being spotted on the court. Back to serve for Southern Wesleyan is Covey. Levy's first serve of the day. Tries the line, misses wide. A couple of service errors for Southern Wesleyan early in the match. Get a little bit of the jitters out there.
Yeah, interesting. Covey's one of the ones, the unfortunates that had to transfer from Limestone last year when they closed down, so she landed here at Southern Wesleyan.
Good pass, back set. What a dig. Ball is tipped over. Back set, tips. Still alive, still alive. Back over, but doesn't clear the apparatus. Wow. Fantastic hustle.
Super job right there by Eleanor Crimmins to bring that ball back. A little bit more snap, they might have been able to keep it in play, but great effort on that on defense by North Greenville.
If they'd gotten it back, that would have been geometry and physics.
I would have been jumping up and down. That would have been a great play.
Into the middle. This is wide.
Yeah, it ran a little combination inside there. Brought Funderburk in. Or Peyton Taylor in there on that one.
Maya Spahn back to serve. Tries to tag out by Spahn. Off the fingertips of the block and down. Here comes Southern Wesleyan. The Warriors charging for it.
Couple points from the right side there. Looks like they've seen something. They're not going to set the ball over Anafidelki much, so they're going to set their right side a great deal in this match. This seems like Coach Collins' strategy at this point.
Net presence from Southern Wesleyan. The roll. Spahn sets wide. Tries the angle. Dug out well. Big crack off the block and down. North Greenville breaks the run.
Yeah, Reagan Funderburk there. Real nice wipe off the outside. Little sophomore out of Lexington, South Carolina, down around the Columbia area.
It gets hot down in Columbia now.
Yeah, it does. I'll stay up. I'll stay up north.
Give me the mountains and the hills.
Yeah, that's good.
Back to serve is going to be Sherman. Tight to the net, spiked down by Taylor.
Yeah, super block. That's what you want. You want your right side blocker closing on the ball. She turned her hands in. Nobody could get to that one. Really textbook block there.
Madison Sherman, the sophomore out of Lawrence, South Carolina, back to serve. Ace! 2 aces on the day for the Trailblazers. They lead 7-5.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things that Coach Mosley really worked hard on is aggressive serving for his team. He's rotating his setters. He puts Madison Sherman in on the opposite rotation from Samantha Ball.
Looking for a touch, and a touch is spotted.
Yeah, a nice little move out of the middle there.
Back to serve. Number 15, Michaela Andres. On the back line, tries the line. Spahn sets wide. Off the block and down, we're tied at 7.
Yeah, Kaylin Chapman. That one thing that North Greenville has got to do, they have got to neutralize her on the hitting outside there. She's probably one of the best outside in the league. So they're going to have to block her.
Just back to serve. It'll be a free ball for the Warriors. Good pass. Set quick. Just helped over and feathered between the blockers.
Yeah, nice set right there. Ran a little shoot right there, got her off out of the middle, able to tip it down. The North Greenville block didn't close to slow it down, but Southern Wesleyan showing a little bit here early.
Off the block, recycled, over on 2, and that was good enough. A tricky little, I love a setter that's not afraid to do that.
Yeah, watching the middle hitter probably didn't have her hands all the way up. Why not? It keeps the defense guessing what you're going to do. Madison Sherman did a nice job putting that over right there.
Tied at 8, tries the line. Long run for Spahn. From the back line, the roll. Joust at the net, whistle blows. Double contact spotted.
Yeah, not a great set right there out of the back row by the libero. A little tight on the net. Southern Wesleyan, they're waiting on the block, and they had to punch it, then it came back into the net. So
Riley Wolf back to serve for the Warriors. Good pass, good set, good kill. Ball puts it down for her second kill of the day.
Yeah, she's probably the second best hitter for North Greenville. A lot of experience. She's gets a lot of great sets. She loves to hit down the line too. That's one thing that SWU needs to take a hard look at.
Net court uncon, long run. It'll be a free ball. Trailblazers, good pass, good set into the middle. What a dig. Over on 2. They'll try again. Ball. Can the Warriors answer? Set tight to the net. Ball again. Pushes deep. Good rally. Back set. And the kill.
Yeah, super rally right there. Again, you see the ball go to the right side consistently. Yeah, you got to use your outsides on some plays, but it looks like their strategy is to use their right side hitters a great deal.
You said Samantha Ball, a very good hitter. 333 kills on the season for Ball. You weren't kidding.
No, I wasn't. I know this stuff, I think.
I think so, too. Set was tight to the net, had to try the angle, pushed over. Nice dig, set for the backline attack. Whoa! Nice backline swing.
That was really, really nice. I don't know if she really expected that set, but it came. She looked at the middle, didn't jump. She just turned it back to the right side, and the court was wide open. Nice play right there.
Set wide ball, big swing, dug out. Middle attack. Just missing wide.
Tried the same shot. That was Michaela Andres. Tried the same shot, just barely missed it down the line. But you got to look at the series between these two teams. For many years, North Greenville dominated, and they won 15 in a row early in the series. They still lead, but Southern Wesleyan has really come on, starting to catch up with North Greenville a little bit.
Off the block, still alive. Set wide, into the block. A reflexive punch back over for the Warriors. Again, tipped, what an angle, and down.
That's one thing I'm seeing, that Southern Wesleyan, out of these long rallies, is able to convert a little bit more effectively than North Greenville. 2-point lead. Teams are still kind of feeling each other out, but Southern Wesleyan is scoring.
Good pass, good set, off the block, still alive. Into the block, smothering block by Gabby Rice.
Yeah, she's a very, very tall, very long arms. She can really clamp on a good outside hitter.
Samantha Ball back to serve. Looking for her 50th ace of the year. Off the block and into the apparatus. Southern Wesleyan is enjoying their time.
I mean, look at them. They're all having a great time. You got to think, this is their first time in the conference quarterfinals. They played here before. They played King, as you know, but the King hosting the tournament. This is different. It's a different type of pressure. They're handling it really well.
Good pass. Set wide. Tried the angle, dug out well by the libero. Tries the line, misses. And North Greenville able to cut the Warriors lead in half.
I'm liking the work of Callie Covey right now. Senior libero out of Limestone to transfer. She's from Pickens. Pickens has I don't know what they have, some kind of factory of great volleyball players there.
Into the block, still alive. That was ruthless. Brilliantly done and put home by Thunderbird.
That was a nice free ball play right there. They kept it nice and low. And the ball, you have the net, a real nice set there to get. They can run the quick attack there.
Into the net, service error.
I haven't seen too many of those. That's that. They had a couple ones early, but teams there, they're starting to settle in now. This is back and forth, back and forth. Nobody's been able to open up a margin at all.
That was our first service error since the Warriors opened up the game with 2 service errors. And Spawn came in and settled things down. Right angle. How on earth did that get over? Andres found the ground.
She looked like a line dance right there. She came forward and she stepped back and she managed to find the court. Somebody need to patent that move.
Tipped over. Spawn keeps it alive with the second. Ball unable to be dug out. It's a 1-point game.
I think Coach Mosley would really like to try to beat them in the middle. If they can get the ball, pass the ball effectively, they can run the middle. Their middles are probably a little more effective than Southern Wesleyan's. Southern Wesleyan is beating them on the pins.
Sherman back to serve. The pride of Lawrence Academy. And the set just eluding the swing of Wolf. Tied at 15.
Yeah, go back to Madison Sherman on that one. That was a really good serve. Really broke in. The ball was passed too low, and the setter really didn't get under it the way she wanted to.
According to my research, which is a text I got, Southern Wesleyan did make it to the semis. I believe it was 2017.
Oh, Coach told me this was their first time. Well, that's been a while, so let's just go with that.
Blasted down the line, dugout still alive.
Ooh, good save.
Takes a crack at the corner, gets the tip. We're 2-point lead for SWU.
Yeah, Chapman again really hammered that one.
The left side swinging very well for the Warriors. Ace!
Goodness gracious, look at Southern Wesleyan. They're coming on here.
Andres is 24th of the season, one shy of the team lead. We have a timeout on the court. Champions in body, mind, and soul is about the development of the whole student athlete. In Conference Carolinas, we have a commitment to excellence in all aspects of the championship experience. Make sure to visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about all the fantastic member institutions. The Warriors didn't read the script that North Greenville had printed earlier.
Conference Carolinas is committed to aligning with businesses that share our common values and, like us, strive to attain excellence and virtue in all endeavors. We work hard to make our corporate partnerships a truly beneficial relationship through mutually agreed upon customization that will lead to unparalleled exposure. Learn more about how to become a corporate partner in Conference Carolinas at conferencecarolinas.com/corporate.
All of the original live streaming programming from Conference Carolinas. It's available online at conferencecarolinas.com/watch, as well as platforms such as Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV. If it says TV after it, you can probably watch it on it. I made that last part up.
You did?
Oh, yeah. Into the net and down. North Greenville getting the coach's point.
Yeah, that's a good sign for North Greenville right there, for Chapman. They slowed her down. She hit in the net. So I kind of think it rattle an outside hitter a little bit. Let's see if they go back to their strategy of serving her.
Taylor. Fantastic swing from Taylor, and it's a one-point game.
A nice ace right there.
Good pass. Set middle. Into the block and down. Just turned around by Funderburk.
Yeah, Funderburk could see that one coming. You could just watch the setter's hands, on that one. You could tell where the ball was going to go. She read that really well.
Taylor serve. Off the block. Good pass. Set wide. Back set. Tipped over. Still alive. Free ball. Splits the block. What a diving dig by Taylor. Ball blasted off the block and down.
That was a nice rally. Both teams playing great defense, but Samantha Ball has got to hammer the ball. She's got to finish. She's hitting a lot of balls, but she hasn't been able to put it down. That was a good sign.
Miscommunication sorted out. Ball takes another crack into the block. Second bite of the apple. Also into the block. Third time's a charm for Ball. Dug out. And now the Warriors try the line.
That's like Ball and Kaylin Chapman here going at it on the outsides. They're both teams taking a lot of swings.
At 19, late in the first set. Paxton back to serve, the junior out of Bluffton, South Carolina. Back in front by one, go the Warriors.
Yeah, you got to give the Warriors credit. They are ready. They're playing some very, very good volleyball and serving really tough.
Off the block and down, 20s apiece.
Yeah, Lee Smith, a real good freshman out of Florida, playing the right side. Coach Mosley's taken Anna Fidelki out for one rotation and let Smith go across, so hoping she can ignite them here. 20-20, I mean, what a great first set.
Hope Lemon back to serve the freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina. Left-handed swing, this is long.
Yeah, from personal experience, I know this building, the ball travels. It just takes off because it's a lot of clearance on all sides. So you really have to, I always had my teams come in an hour early and serve just to kind of get how the dynamics work in this gym.
Got to keep it out of the jet stream is the key.
That's essentially it.
Good dig. Ball. From a tight angle, but it doesn't clear the apparatus. 22-20, Southern Wesleyan now out to a 2-point lead. Conference Carolinas, as institutions founded with a focus on faith, service, or both, we share in all that we do. Conference Carolinas is a rich tradition and roots that dates to its initial inception in December 6th, 1930. Our students are nationally recognized for their extraordinary success in the classroom, in the community, and at the highest levels of NCAA competition. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about all of the member institutions. Southern Wesleyan has been impressive through the opening 42 points.
It's been a while since I've seen them play, but I'm really impressed with what they're doing. I mean, you can see their team movement as a whole is fantastic. This Coach Collins in her second year there has done a great job putting these young ladies out on the court, having them ready to play. I mean, North Greenville's a good team. With Southern Wesleyan up 2 here in the first set.
With the serve, trying to get the coach's point. Good serve, better dig, set wide, and the big swing and kill by Smith.
Yeah, I see what Coach Mosley's doing. He's rotating the setter and a right side hitter across the front. Elise Smith was in for the setter.
Elise Smith, the outside hitter out of Niceville, Florida. Quick set, just tipped over. What a dig. And set immediately right back over by the Warriors. Into the block, still alive. The pancake dig, no good. 23-21.
I tell you, bring it. If your outside hitter's bringing it, we'll block them. And you got to bring it back up. Again, Samantha Ball out there not scoring. She needs to convert those chances.
Knuckleball. That's tight to the net. Set point for the Warriors, and they'll have 3 of them.
I tell you, they're aggressive. They're aggressive. North Greenville Libero didn't get a real good bump set up there, but that was forced by Southern Wesleyan.
Ace! Kaylin Chapman serves an ace to send us to the end of the first set. It's Southern Wesleyan 25-21.
Oh my goodness, what a great run. I mean, they played a lot of volleyball last weekend, and I always think, maybe they'll be a little tired. Shoot, they're playing like this. This is their first match of the season. They look great.
We'll be back after this short break. 1-0. Southern Wesleyan leading North Greenville in the quarterfinals of the Conference Carolinas volleyball tournament. Back on the campus of King University. Absolutely gorgeous facilities. The quarterfinals of the Conference Carolinas Women's Volleyball Tournament. Matt Stradley, Fred Battenfield, thanks for joining us on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
A little bit of a surprise here, Coach?
I was just looking over, and it says here that Southern Wesleyan 25-22. Is that right? No, 25-21. I apologize.
25-21.
I gave one to North Greenville that they didn't earn.
Well, that was nice of you.
Yeah. I'm a giver. Right? It's one thing that I learned about me. We're switching sides. Warriors now on your left. The Trailblazers now on your right. Second set action. Backline attack. A tight angle. Will be a free ball for the Warriors. Whistle blows. And it's the Trailblazers into the net.
Hey, you're seeing a pattern here. North Greenville free balls. On those free balls, Southern Wesleyan running their offense, making plays. If they can continue to do that, they got North Greenville on their heels.
Good set wide. Ball into the block. Kept alive. Into the block again. Block doing its job. Big swing, but missing long. 2-0.
Right idea. She just didn't execute it. Again, Kaylin Chapman just hammering the ball through the block. Very, very strong outside hitter.
Katie Fulton, the senior out of Summerville, South Carolina, misses wide. North Greenville notches their ledger in the second set. Down a single point. It'll be Allison Ball back to serve. Good scramble. Good pass. Back set. Thunderous swing and kill for Chapman.
Yeah, Chapman, that's her fourth kill. A key point in the match right now. Anna Fidelki has 0 kills for North Greenville. That is a huge concern.
Back set. Big swing. Dug out. Splits the block. Good dig. From wide. A rolling kill.
Well, it counts as long as it hits the white stuff out there. It doesn't come back up. It counts as a kill.
Third kill of the day for Ball. Ball nearly at 350 for the season. Back to serve, into the net. 2-point lead for Southern Wesleyan.
Yeah, Trailblazers really need to clean up their serve receive, get the ball up to the net. A lot of the balls are dropping on the 10-foot line. They need to really pass a little better so they can run a little more crisp offense.
Covey back to serve. And the kill from the middle.
Like that.
Yeah,
just like that, you know.
You said it, they did it.
I should be standing down there with Greg.
You've done it for a minute, haven't you?
I've stood down there in that spot before, so I know what that looks like. I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore, though.
Crimmins back to serve. Tries the angle. Crimmins digs it out. Whistle blows.
Yeah, it's a back row attack. The setter for Southern Wesleyan was in the back row. She contacted the ball. Once it breaks the plane and it's blocked, then it becomes a back row attacker.
Dug out. Back set. Into the block. And down. Good scramble. The Warriors regain a 1-point lead.
Boy, North Greenville really making it hard on their outside hitters. Those 3 balls are right on the net. And Southern Wesleyan just blocking everything. So they got to give her a little more space to take a swing there.
Maya Spahn back to serve. Spahn's service rotation in the first set is what reeled North Greenville back in.
Yeah, good series across the front right there for Fidelki. She had 2 kills. Ties it up for the Trailblazers.
It'll be back to serve Madison Sherman. Tied at 5 in the second set. Trailblazers looking to find a way back into this matchup. Free ball. Blasted. Good swing and kill by Smith.
I tell you, I'm liking this freshman. Big hole in the block right there. Really, the setter got it right where she needed it, and she read the block, put it right between.
Hitting .429, her third kill of the day. Loose pass. Tries the angle, dug out. Splits the block and down. Back in front by 1. Go the Warriors.
Yeah, really just a really effective swing from that right side. Again, the North Greenville block not closing completely. Hitter's going to get it through that gap, so you got to really get your hands closer to the net.
Apologies, it's tied at 6. Into the block. Big swing into the block. Third bite of the apple for the Trailblazers and a feathery touch. Who else? Smith with her 4th kill.
She's coming on. She's playing really good. But you see what Southern Wesleyan is doing. Almost every shot, every time that North Greenville's swinging, it's coming back on their side. They had some really nice block coverage right there, though.
Tries a tight angle, misses wide.
Yeah, Chapman upset with herself, tried the hard cut. She didn't drop that shoulder down and really turn it. She hit it out of bounds.
Taylor back to serve. North Greenville's largest lead since the first set. The set was left wanting 3 points. North Greenville lead.
Yeah, Spahn really needs to be a little more consistent. She's setting the ball a little tight for her hitters.
Long run. It'll be a free ball. Or if it goes in, and it does not. An attack error makes it a 4-point lead. Timeout taken by the Warriors.
Well, I use my roller coaster analogy, but it's just going to be one of those, I think. One team wins one team's win. Who knows?
Not me. I can't wait to find out.
But North Greenville jumped right back on to what they're supposed to be doing. Really what they did, they cleaned up the passing, but block coverage. Southern Wesleyan blocking the ball. They're bringing it right back up and making some attacks.
It's a good 4-point run for the Trailblazers. Conference Carolinas would like to thank their corporate partners, Athletic Solutions, Atlantic Casualty Insurance Company, Bob McCloskey Insurance, Box Out Sports, Big Pair Sports, Buffkin Baker, Builder Services of North Carolina, Championship Award Guys, ConferenceCarolinas.travel.com, Digital Scoreboards, Engine, Field Turf, Hometown Ticketing, Hour-a-thon, Huddle, Marriott Spartanburg, McGriff Insurance Services, McMillan Pasden Smith, Podium X, Rocket Alumni Solutions, Sidearm Sports, Southern Recognition LLC, South State Bank, Sports Performance Tracking, Spry, Team Builder, Ticket Smarter, U-Report, and Vernon Graphics and Promotions. Please visit ConferenceCarolinas.com/corporate partners to learn more about Conference Carolinas corporate partners.
Great idea.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's one thing that Chris Colvin and his group does. They've done a phenomenal job representing our league and going out there and getting corporate sponsors. The league is growing every year, and they've just done a phenomenal job finding people to invest in our student athletes.
And I think it's good that if you can find a way, if you're in the market for something, support somebody who supports the things that you believe in. And
absolutely.
If you believe in Conference Carolinas, I certainly do.
Yeah,
then that's where my money wants to go.
Mind, body, and soul is a real thing in Conference Carolinas. You've got great small colleges, super programs in all sports.
Tight set to the net, into the block. Big swing in the block presence in full effect. Turned around, Elise Smith.
Smith and Funderburg really got on that one. North Greenville has really picked it up at the net. They're starting to reassert themselves at the net.
6-point run for the Trailblazers. It's still Taylor with the serve. The loose pass and pounced on by Funderburk. 13-6.
Aggressive serving right there. A little lapse of concentration by Southern Wesleyan on their passing. That ball should not go over the net, but this is some pretty tough serving, though.
Peyton Taylor
Cause and effect.
has had a fantastic service run into the block, into the net, and down. 8-point run for the Trailblazers.
My goodness, they've just jumped on it. But it's all about their block right now.
Loose pass and put down. Samantha Ball with the kill, her 4th of the day.
Yeah, this is a concentration game. Southern Wesleyan has lost their concentration for a second.
Long run for the set from the back line, free ball. Splits a block and down. Ball again, her 5th kill, 2nd consecutive. It's a 10-point game.
Yeah, they lost their confidence a little bit. North Greenville. No, North Greenville's the kind of team, they just keep coming at you. They're not going to give up.
Good pass, good set through the 3-person block. Backline attack. Into the block. Good recycle. Off the block. Back set. Taylor digs it out. Smith pops it over. What a rally. Off the fingertips of the block. Good dig. Set. Back set. Pushed it deep to the corner. What a dig by Taylor. Big swing to the other corner. Haley gets the kill. What a rally.
My goodness, I wish I had a counter so I know how many touches were on that rally. That's the best rally of the match. Maybe it'll ignite the Warriors to get going again here.
A 10-point run behind Taylor's serve broken. It's going to be Paxton back to serve for the Warriors. Blasted to the corner. 2 in a row for the Warriors. They're looking to answer.
Yeah, Carson Haley's in there playing on the right side now. She's had a couple of big kills right here for him as to get them going again. You know, get the engine running.
Back set into the block. Down the line, a scorcher from Ball.
Yeah, Samantha Ball's red hot right now. 7 kills, only 1 error. 6 digs, a block, and an ace. She's really having a really good one. She needs to carry North Greenville. If they're going to advance, she needs to have a great match.
Big swing, splits the block. Lands out. Back to an 8-point game.
Another big rip there for Carson Haley.
Starting for the Warriors, number 4, Katie Bolton.
Good set. Into the net. That's just the 2nd error of the day from Ball.
Yeah, tried to run a really fast shoot outside, but the ball was a little too low. Ball had nowhere to go.
Here's Fulton. Loose pass. Stung back across the net by Mitchell.
You gotta love those momentum swings.
It's a 6-point game.
North Greenville had them.
They still got a 6-point lead. We'll see what happens, but it does look like here come the Warriors. Ball from the back line. The roll misses long.
There you go. It's all about runs.
Hang on a minute.
Didn't they have this game already done? It's all about runs. In rally scoring, if you can run 4 or 5 points, you're going to win. Unless you do that.
Ill-timed service error brings it back to a 6-point game.
That's the kind of serve makes a coach crazy. You're on a run, you're really going, you're almost catching up, and then somebody hits one in the net. That's the time you just want to put it over. and let the other team continue to make errors.
The roll to the corner. Free ball. The back set. Took a swing, wanted a touch, didn't get it. 19-12.
Yeah, they tried to go to Fidelki, but they set on the right side for North Greenville. Set her too low. But hitting error there by the Warriors.
Big swing into the block. Pushed over on two, read well by the Trailblazers. Ball, the roll. Back set, the line, dugout. Ball takes a crack into the block. Back set. Another good rally from the back line, free ball. Needed it, got it. What a swing from number 20, Rice.
Yeah, that's what a lot of women's teams, they don't seem to want to run the middle as much. But Greg Mosley's got two good middles. They need to get it in the middle.
Ball to serve. Pace! Heck out to a 9-point lead.
Here come the Trailblazers. They want to finish this one off and get into three.
Fourth ace of the day for the Trailblazers. Allison Ball. Into the block, but out. A bit lucky were the Warriors. The set put them in a bad spot, but able to just push it off the block.
They really did. Anna Fidelki just didn't close that right hand back into the court. Southern Wesleyan got a break there.
Into the block.
That's only the third block of the match for Southern Wesleyan. They're blocking a lot of balls, but it's not going down. That's what they need to do, is just reject it and get it on the ground.
Good pass, set middle, tipped, dug out. Back set, big swing. What a fantastic swing, catching the corner, Andrus.
Yeah, they have neutralized Anna Fidelki. She's taken 14 swings, only 2 kills, so everything she's hitting is coming up.
Chapman. Good pass, little tight, big set, and a rifle shot from Ball.
Yeah, it's like I said, Allison Ball or Samantha Ball needs to be the one that can finish this off for North Greenville.
Ball into the net. Sixth service error of the day for North Greenville.
That's not real bad. 6 in 2 full games. That's acceptable. I don't like missing serves ever, but you're going to have some.
Shows that you're being aggressive, but not too aggressive, correct?
That's exactly right.
Down the line. Good pass. Back set. Nice slide and a good swing.
That great, good choice by the setter right there. Fidelki, big, tall. She runs that slide very, very well.
Two points away from the set. Past the inside arm of the blockade, down for Taylor, the third kill of the day.
Yeah, Taylor's got an unusual motion. Like she drops her arm and then she comes across the top. It's almost like a half second slower. It's hard for the block to adjust to that. Really nice kill right there.
Floats up. Back set. Into the block, but down. 7 more set points for North Greenville. It would be a very impressive run. It'll be Spann to take it.
It would be something, but I can stand here and tell you I lost a 14-9 one time, so it can happen in the 5th game. With the other team leading, we had match point. 6-7 match points, so it could happen.
Good dig. Back set. Big rip off the arm of the block and down the swing from Fidelki. 4th kill of the day, and we're tied at 1 set apiece.
Well, that was impressive comeback right there by North Greenville. Again, they're an experienced team. They're a mixture of some real good freshmen, but they've got some experience in the middle of their lineup, so they should be able to. They neutralized them in that one, but we'll see what happens. The next set will be very, very critical.
One set apiece. We go to the third set after this short break. You're watching the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina. Is Conference Carolinas.
Back on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network, Matt Strentley. Good pass, set wide, big swing. Into the block, but down on the Warriors' side. North Greenville doubles their lead.
Now I'm coaching, I'm saying we're going to run the middle till you stop it. If your middles aren't jumping hard, we're going to run it. You just keep it coming.
5-3, Trailblazers over the Warriors. Into the block. The block making itself known for the Trailblazers.
They had another one right there. 2 blocks in this rotation for Peyton Taylor. Caitlin Chapman didn't rotate around to cover the block there.
Madison Sherman back to serve. Sherman has a pretty cool stat. She has 16 service errors, 32 service aces.
That's impressive. You can get that one. You've done something right. You're keeping the ball in play.
Alexis Wader back to serve. Her 83rd set of the season. And wins the serve. Wader, the sophomore out of Loveland, Colorado. The roll, just finding the ground, pinpoint, perfect precision.
Yeah, Smith, 5 kills, no errors. For a freshman in a quarterfinal playoff game, that's some pretty good work so far, only in the 3rd set.
Taylor back to serve, tries the angle. Redwell, still alive, free ball. Back set. Big rip down the line, what a dig. From the back line, Taylor. Splits the block and down. Good swing by Andrus. 6th kill.
Yeah, really, from where we're up here, nice and high, we can see the rotation. But the libero, Covey, for Southern Wesleyan, rotated behind that ball, made a perfect pass so they could run a great offense on that last play. Really earned that point.
The senior out of Pickens, South Carolina, back to serve. Ball rolls. Tries the angle, dug out well. Pushed into the block. Ball, big rip off the block. Long run. Span gets it up, the angle. Over on 2, tip, and down.
All right. Sherman keeping her head up, watching what they're doing over there. It seems like they're in the same pattern. Bump set, go to the outside. Bump set, go to the outside. Change it up a little bit. Keep them off on their heels.
Ace from Funderburk.
Nice work right there.
6th ace of the day for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, serving from that left side. She drove it really, really hard in there.
Funderburk again. Knuckle ball, misses long.
That was aggressive, but you can see how the ball carries in here. It just gets up there, and sometimes it doesn't drop. It just keeps right on going.
Fulton back to serve. Tight to the net. How'd she get that back over? My goodness. Tries the line. Misses wide. 4-point game. I'm wrong, 3-point game.
Now North Greenville asserting itself right now. Serving the ball aggressively. Playing really, really good defense. Both teams are playing phenomenal defense. Because they're not just hitting a lot of roll shots and tips. They're ripping. But everybody's playing some really, really good defense.
Push deep, good swing, good kill by Wolf, her 3rd of the day.
Looks like Southern Wesleyan has reading my playbook. Let's run the middle, get it to her.
Andrus back to serve. Ace, Andrus' 2nd ace of the day. Makes it a 1-point game.
Hey, no, like I said at the very beginning, these two teams look alike. Well, they're playing alike. they're playing the same type of offense, the same kind of flow. So this is really fun to watch.
Southern Wesleyan down 1. Taylor roll. Back set. Tipped. Redwell. Ball. Tries the line. Catches it.
Yeah, one of the things that made that play, Anna Fidelki rotated over to get that little short roll shot. Nice bump set out there to Ball. He just hit that little long roll shot down to the corner. It counts as a point.
11th kill of the day for Ball. Blasted into the block. Short set. Dug out by the Warriors. They'll try the right side. Pushed at an angle. Whistle blows. Double hit spotted.
Oh, that's on the third ball, yeah.
Walk me through that, because that's a fairly new rule, right?
Well, normally on the second ball, just about anything goes. On the third ball, it has to be clean.
Ball back to serve with a 3-point lead. Taylor tries the roll. Finds the back corner. Good swing by Gilliland.
Yeah, they changed that rule a couple years ago. Again, I'm an old purist. It's kind of like a three-point line of basketball. I would take that one away, too.
Wolf back to serve, down 2. On the back line, Ball. Big rip. My goodness. Good swing. It looked out of system until it didn't.
Yeah, really. Well, Chapman can hit the ball really hard. That's the difference. That's the reason that she's their leading hitter, one of the leading hitters in the league. She manages to score.
Good pass on the slide. Tries an angle that I just don't think is possible. It is a tie game.
Almost impossible. I don't know how she got it over the net. The set was way too low.
Wolf back to serve. Ace! First ace of the day for Wolf.
They got a freshman out of Bernie, Texas. I know where Bernie, Texas is, right north of San Antonio. He's coming in doing a good job right here.
Into the middle, tries the angle. Push deep. Ball read it well. Taylor into the block. Big rip, dug out, tipped over. Diving dig by Ball. Taylor off the fingertips of the block. Into the block. And down.
Gabby Rice got her that time.
Rice is a fun player to watch.
She's fun to watch. She's very athletic going up and down the net. Really good big presence at the between the antenna.
Crimmins was back to serve. Tried the angle. Push deep. Ripped down the line. Taylor tips it. Into the block. Push deep. Ball reads it. The angle. Just a bit outside of Gillian's reach. Back in front go the Trailblazers.
Yeah, Fidelki just showed some athletic ability on that one. It was a little, she'd already started her approach and the ball drifted off the net. She just made a nice little cut shot to put it in play and scored.
Whistle blows. Net infraction spotted against North Greenville.
They had a lot of block attempts in here, but I think there's only been 2 net calls. I mean, that's just some really very, very good coaching. They worked really hard on both teams have worked hard on their blocking.
Span back to serve. Tied at 14. Tied at a set apiece. Free ball. Taylor tries to roll into the middle. Single-handed set from Span. Taylor again. Into the block and down. Smothering block. Haley was there.
Yeah, Carson Haley had that one read. But you're seeing a lot of great defense. I mean, both teams now well over 50 digs in 3 sets. So that's a lot.
Ace! Span's ace makes it a 2-point Warriors lead.
Now Greg Mosley's hoping for a good pass right here.
Every time there's an ace for the Warriors, they stick up a picture of a dog on the far wall. I need to find out more about this.
I'd be kind of curious.
Infraction sliding into the opposite end of the court. 3 points lead, their largest of the third set for the Warriors.
Yeah, Coach Mosley was not happy about that one. Didn't look like it was a foul. But now he's got a 3-point deficit. He's got to come out of this timeout and get it back on track.
Make sure you keep up with all the great things happening in Conference Carolinas through social media. You can follow Conference Carolinas on X and Instagram at Conference Carolinas, or at Conf, that's C-O-N-F, Carolinas. Make sure to also like Conference Carolinas on Facebook at facebook.com/Conference Carolinas. Make sure to also connect with them on LinkedIn. Keep up to date on all the things happening in Conference Carolinas by visiting conferencecarolinas.com daily.
And tell them you like the volleyball announcers.
Yeah, you know, a little something nice for the people. I remember back in my day, we used to call it Twitter.
Set us apart.
Greg Mosley probably told his team, hey, we got to settle down, pass the ball side out right here.
Good pass. Short set. Blasted through the block. That's what you want out of Funderburk, your sophomore.
That's what you want coming out of a timeout. Span did a good job. You know, normally out of a timeout, look for that coach point. Well, she kept it in play and made North Greenville earn the point. Now they're at a real critical juncture of set 3.
Sherman back to serve. Has an ace on the day to go along with 5 digs and a kill. And a service error. The 8th of the day for North Greenville. Back out to a 3-point Warriors lead.
Yeah, it's not what you wanted right there. Because the momentum has swung over to Southern Wesleyan. North Greenville has to put 2 or 3 in a row to get right back in it because they're starting to get toward the end of the set.
Waiter back in. Blasted into the block. No, it was into the net. 4 hits spotted against North Greenville. It's a 4-point Southern Wesleyan lead.
Yeah, set was too low. Really difficult one to swing on.
Here's Waiter to serve. (20-15) Southern Wesleyan. And a second and final timeout in the third set taken by the Trailblazers.
Southern Wesleyan did what they needed to out of the last timeout by North Greenville. They only gave up 1 point. Now they're in a real good position to win the second set.
Samantha Ball leading all attackers with 11 kills. It's 6 for Fidelke, 5 for Smith. For Southern Wesleyan, 5 kills for Gillian. Haley has 6 for Andrus, and 8 for Chapman to have the team lead. For me, I thought Span's service runs have been spectacular, and now we've seen a little bit more of Waiter in the third set, and her service has been spectacular as well.
That's what you have those defensive specialists for. They come in and play the back row, but they're also serving specialists. You put them in, they're not, they're the shorter players usually that can really serve the ball aggressively, and that's what you're seeing. You're seeing Southern Wesleyan really put a lot of pressure on North Greenville up the service line.
Looking at a North Greenville that was picked 5th place in the 2025 Conference Carolinas preseason poll, and they finished 14-4 back in 2024, where they were co-division champions with Converse. Off the block, still alive, free ball. Big swing, big kill. Stovall into the game for the first time.
Yeah, she's had a good year. She's had a lot of kills. Pretty clutch right there, though.
Off the fingertips of the block. Reloaded. Still alive. Free ball. Into the net goes North Greenville. 7 points, Southern Wesleyan lead.
That play right there is one of the best I've seen in a while. Stovall just laid it out there, brought the ball back. North Greenville made an error.
Just mistimed. Mitchell tried to hold out, but gravity had something to say about it. It'll be Taylor back to serve.
Waiter just kind of punched that last one and didn't go exactly where she wanted it to.
It floated a bit at the end. As you said, it does that in this arena. Into the net. 2 points, North Greenville run. Here come the Trailblazers. Into the block and down. Funderburk was there, as was Smith.
I always say somebody's got to make a big play at some point if you're going to win. Plays like that help.
3-point run for the Trailblazers. Taylor to serve. Off the block. Still alive. From a seated position, a set. Back set. Splits the block. Diving dig by Taylor, but couldn't be corralled. 2 points away from the third set go the Warriors.
You don't see that very often. A set, you're sitting on the ground and you make a perfect set. That's not the way volleyball is usually played.
Was it a sit or a set?
Yeah.
Yes, it was both. The rare double. Covey back to serve. Funderburk. Covey with a fantastic dig. Ripped, just misses wide. Haley gambled, trying for her 9th kill of the day. 4-point game. Funderburk out. In on rotation comes Otto, her first inclusion in the match.
We've been talking about Kaylee Covey, but we haven't mentioned her number. 21 digs. Huge statistic.
Service error. Set point, and it'll be 5 of them. 6 if I could count better.
Let's see. You add 1 is 20.
Oh, I was right the first time.
You had it right.
Trust your math, Matt. Come on.
Oh, man. Come on, Matt.
I was getting ready to break out my phone and calculator app and be like, no, I did it right the first time.
Well, you 1 to 20, then 4 more. That makes 5, right?
I will never doubt myself
again. Here you
again.
go. Set point.
Long run. Here's ball. Punches it deep. Roll. Nice diving dig from Taylor. Set wide. Ball hits the net. Hits the block. The opposite side. The roll deep. Catches a corner.
Boy, at least Smith got a break there.
Smith's 6th kill of the day, and it was pinpoint perfect. Allison Ball into serve. The Trailblazers need 4 in a row to fight off all the set points. Long run for the set from the back. Tried the angle, good pass. Set, rolled, and down. Gillian sliding in, just couldn't control it.
Yeah, 7th kill for Fidelki, but she's not hitting the ball hard at all. Everything she's hitting is off speed.
Allison Ball, 1 down, 3 to go. Ace! 2 down, 2 to go.
It can happen. Seen it before. Anna Collins should maybe use a timeout right here. She's not going to, though.
Ace from Allison Ball, her 2nd of the day. Pushed into the block, still alive. Ball tips it. Tipped over again, Ball again, digs it out. Back set. Blasted through the block and down. Warriors take a 2-1 lead, 25-22.
Yeah, Megan Gilliland put it away. Fidelki hit another roll shot. And just you see she's feeding the defense of Southern Wesleyan. She's got to crack those and get them on the ground. So Southern Wesleyan holds on to win.
We go to a 4th set. North Greenville desperate to push it to a 5th set. The Warriors desperate to send it to another day in the Conference Carolinas tournament. Back after this short break, you're watching the Conference Carolinas Volleyball Championships on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina. Is Conference Carolinas.
Back on the campus of King University. Matt Shanley, Fred Battenfield, thanks for joining us on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. It's how you had it on your brackets, isn't it, Fred? Southern Wesleyan out to a 2-1 lead over North Greenville.
That's what I had.
Yeah, I can see it right there.
Not really, but
it's been a fantastic performance by the Warriors.
I mean, they have really stepped up. I'm so impressed with what these young ladies are doing. You know, they realistically, she shouldn't even be here. They had to win 2 5-gamers last weekend, playing back-to-back. Now they're here playing like they're going to win the conference championship, and they very well might.
Fulton starts things off for the Warriors. Off the block. Set wide. Big swing, big kill. Andres' 7th of the day.
Yeah, once again, their defense. Perfect dig off the shot. They ran a perfect set outside, no problem for Andrus.
Fulton with a 1-point lead. Floats one long. Tries to go over on 2. Do we call it an ace?
I'd call that an ace. Ball wasn't controlled.
First ace of the day for Fulton, the 7th ace of the day for Southern Wesleyan. 7 aces, 4 service errors for the Warriors. Ooh, missing wide. I can see the wince on your face.
That's a cringer. You just cringe when that happens because it's a wide open net. Yeah, the North Greenville was coming in late, but you still got to knock it down. But it happens. This is part of volleyball.
Allison Ball back to serve. Dug out by Taylor. Good pass. Oh, splits the block, dug out. Kept alive. Only momentarily, we're tied at 2.
Yeah, run that middle with Gabby Rice. Good start. Surprisingly, that's only her 2nd kill. That means they're not running her enough.
Tied at 2, Allison Ball. Back set. Back set. Tries the angle. It'll be a kill. A tight angle. The Warriors back up by 1.
Yeah, their defense is so good. Covey is just eating them alive. 23 digs now.
Andrus back to serve. Tries the line. Gentry digs it out. Down the line, big swing, big kill. 12 on the day for Ball.
Yeah, she's got to get hot here. They're going to win. She's got to have 2 phenomenal sets.
That's a double-double for Ball with 12 kills, 13 digs.
That's a really good night.
Back to serve. Pushes it deep into the corner. Pinpoint perfection from Wolf for her 4th kill of the day.
Yeah, that's a very difficult swing right there for a freshman. She's going to be something special.
Wolf back to serve. Down the line. Taylor with the kill. 5th of the day.
Yeah, Peyton Taylor from Arden, right down near you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Love Arden. It's over near Hendersonville. You can pick some apples.
Oh, yeah.
Great time.
Just right down the road south of Asheville. Went through there today.
Splits the block, gets the kill.
Boy, what a super offense right there. Ran there, outside hitter inside. Sarah Mitchell came in and ran a little shoot. Looked like she was a middle hitter there. North Greenville wasn't ready for that one.
Span back to serve. It would have been impressive.
If I would have had to leave if that had gone over. I would just say, she's the best in the league, I'm good. She's a little bit taller. She was 6'3", she'd have had it. But she's done everything else, though.
And if I had wheels, I would have been a bike. You know, just.
One of those, yeah. Those dumb analogies that announcers come up with once in a while, you know?
Sherman back to serve. No, I think you don't see many 6'3" liberos, though, I will note. Big swing, big kill. Chapman's 10th of the day.
Yeah, she's tough. She's been carrying them a lot of the season, and she's really doing it tonight.
I will say that I saw a 6'8" setter once.
I've seen 6'8" setters.
On the women's side?
Not on the women's side.
I have. Down the line. Big swing by Smith, her 7th kill of the day. And I swear, it was a one-season experiment. They moved her back out to the right side.
UNC Asheville.
Yeah, you got it.
I remember her. She was something. Yeah, that wasn't a great experiment, but you got a 6'7" right side that can block like that. It's a great idea.
Called her the Great Wall of Vandergoot.
I remember her. I remember announcing for USC Upstate that season.
Into the block. Still alive. Splits the block and down. Ball's 13th of the day. 13 kills, 13 digs for Ball.
Sue Sayre Battenfield here. They got to get the ball to Samantha Ball. She has to get the ball. So it's going down out of her hands.
It's in her name.
That was fast, wasn't it?
Into the block and down. Funderburk was there, as was Smith. North Greenville back up to a 2-point lead. We're going to go 5 in our very first match from the host site.
I think every match in the tournament's going to go 5.
It might.
And we will be scrambling.
I'll be scrambling to see if what food options are open at like midnight.
Oh no. Bristol, Virginia.
Into the net, still alive, and into the apparatus, not still alive. Southern Wesleyan halves the North Greenville lead.
Yeah, this is backs to the wall time here for North Greenville. They need to sharpen it up and open up some gap here.
Covey back to serve, 23 digs on the day. And splitting the block. Pinpoint perfect from Smith, her 8th kill of the day.
Smith again. Must be noted, though, when these two teams played their one match this year, Southern Wesleyan beat NGU 3-2 on October 3rd. They were down 2-1 at North Greenville and came back to win. So anything can happen here.
The angle, dug out by Spahn. Down the line, oh, it's brilliant. Good swing from Haley, 9th kill of the day.
MVP Covey right there. Perfect set. He had a nice set for Carson Haley to rip it down the line.
That brings in Fulton. Back to serve. Big dig. It'll be a free ball. Blasted. That was a fantastic swing from Ball. 14 kills on the day.
Yeah, Coach Mosley ran an inside combination there. Moved Ball to the middle that time. The outside blocker didn't follow her, and that was wide open.
Allison Ball back to serve. Has an ace on the day to go along with 9 digs. Missing long. 3-point North Greenville lead.
Yeah, there's a right idea running the middle. Middles need to learn how to snap that wrist down. And she didn't do that. She kind of strong-armed it rather than snapping it.
Allison Ball. Off the block. Off the block again. Tipped over. Pancake dig. No. Hit the ground. You were already motioning for it. When
now
you see a pancake dig come in, how do you know?
Well, usually, the officials standing right there, and they can see it. They can see if any part of the ball, either his part of any part that hits the court, then it's down. But that's a hard one to read sometimes. I should yell up probably about that one more than anything.
Well, you saw it from up here, though. What was it that you saw that made you think, all right, that's definitely hit the ground?
The hand coming in late.
Gotcha.
The hand didn't get there in advance. Usually you put the hand flat on the floor, and the ball, you know where the ball is going to come down. She didn't get there just a split second late.
4-point North Greenville lead. Timeout taken by the Warriors, their first timeout of the 4th set.
Well, Greg Mosley knows, that the season's on the line here. They need to step up so they can get into the 5th. But, like I said a few moments ago, they played 5 back in October. There's no reason why they couldn't play 5 tonight.
Coming up after the North Greenville Southern Wesleyan matchup, we'll have the awards ceremony. We'll have that streamed live on the Conference Carolinas digital network. I don't know if you can see it, but just to the right side of your screen, a spectacular cowboy hat just walked in the arena.
Beautiful cowboy hat. Reminds me of my hometown, San Antonio, Texas.
That it will. I was going to say Greenville, South Carolina. I don't know, man.
Not that.
High floating serve. Tough set. Push deep. Taylor digs it out. Ball. It's going to be a long run. But it's a long run, well made, free ball. Set and swing. And Rice has her second kill of the day.
That's how you do it, just like that. Really quick interchange. Rice getting to the net really, really fast. That's how you run a middle attack.
Out to a 5-point lead go the Trailblazers. Off the block, Rice gets a hand on it. Big swing, catching the corner ball. 16 kills on the day.
Wow, 16, only 3 errors. She's really playing well. I think I'd want my setter to go to the right side on that one, but Ball is red hot.
Allison Ball back to serve. Floats it. Goes over the apparatus. Ace.
Ace. Yet another ace.
Second ace of the day for Allison Ball.
And North Greenville hadn't had an ace in a while. Sometime early the second set. So they need to add a few more here. A 7-point lead. I'm sure they would love to get anything they can here.
Free ball. Back set, off the block, diving dig. Played off the net and now over. A second free ball. Speaking of ball, back and a deep roll. From the angle. Into the block, but down. They've run broken. 6-point lead for North Greenville. What a service run from Allison Ball.
That was impressive. Opened up a big lead, but North Greenville closed the lead in the last one. Let's see if this Southern Wesleyan can do it here.
Andres back to serve. Fidelke gets the kill. And Samantha Ball back to serve.
Yeah, Allison Ball needs to turn Anna Fidelke loose a little bit on that slide a little bit more. Playing her right, but sometimes she switches out of the middle as well.
Big swing into the block, but into the net. Southern Wesleyan gets the side out.
And Caitlin Chapman with her 11th kill. She has really done some damage, but they're trying to chip away at the lead here.
Wolf back to serve. On the net, block does its job. Second bite of the apple from an angle. Short set, missing wide. No touch. North Greenville out to a 7-point lead.
That's an uncharacteristic error right there by Southern Wesleyan. They have kept the ball in play. They don't make unforced errors. I mean, but that's just kind of a rare, I guess I say rare.
Crimmins back to serve. Tipped over, read well by Crimmins. Into the block, but down. Good swing by Taylor. 7th kill of the day.
And North Greenville playing a little defense behind the block now. Able to convert some of those chances. Southern Wesleyan needs to get those hands up and over the net again.
Crimmins serving up 8. Tries the angle. Crimmins, a brilliant dig. Kept alive. Free ball. Back set. Ripped long and down. Needed it. Southern Wesleyan got it.
Yeah, they got a break there. That ball was going to hit that NCAA logo over there, I think. But I don't know. It might have been a touch on the block. Maybe she had to take a chance. Every point counts right now for North Greenville and for Southern Wesleyan. They want to develop some momentum if they have to go to a 5th.
Span 1 ace on the day. Back to serve. Comes off of the knuckle. And a service error, just the 5th of the day for Southern Wesleyan.
Well, they've been playing volleyball for an hour and a half. A little mental mistake. She hasn't made many, though.
Span with 14 assists, 6 digs, and an ace. Sherman back to serve. Ace! 8th ace of the day for North Greenville.
Isn't this a great game?
I'm having a blast.
This is both teams really dialing it up here.
Off the block. No, off the net and down.
I think I'd be doing handsprings right now if I was Anna Collins on that one. It might have been a touch. I think I would have had a little more of a chat with the referee.
21-11. Ace! 3rd of the day for Sherman, 9th of the day for North Greenville.
That is the toughest serve in volleyball. Hit it right there to the 2 zone. That is a really difficult one to pass. Perfect serve by Sherman. Dropped another one in.
Tipped over, kisses off the net cord, off of Taylor's noggin and down.
Again, one of those that looked like it was going out, and they had to make a play on it. Sherman looked like she was kind of doing a split. You didn't see that. First of all, we're not on TV.
It was a great impression, I'll tell you.
That wasn't bad, I don't think.
Tough pass from the back line. Into the block. Smith is there. Funderburk is there.
Yeah, Lee Smith playing very well tonight. Freshman out of Niceville, Florida, up in the Florida Panhandle.
Off the block. Set wide. Splits the block and down. 17 for ball.
Really nice job by Sherman running the free ball play there. Set point. We're going all the way out, looks like.
It'll be 12 set points for the Trailblazers. Off the block. Poke deep and down. Got it right, did Haley, for her 10th kill of the day. 1 down, 11 to go for the Warriors.
Love to see it. Not likely, but I'd love to see it.
It'll be Covey back to serve. Here's ball off the block. 2 down, 10 to go.
Really perfect pass right there by Samantha Ball. I think Sherman should have run the backside to Smith there. Because anytime the outside passes the ball, they're not thinking about hitting. So she should think about running the middle or run the right side here.
Good pass into the middle. And catching the line for the 4th set. North Greenville sends it to a 5th set, 25-14.
Shows you what I know. They run a middle combination. Ball bang. Now we go to 5. Nice shot.
2 sets apiece for Southern Wesleyan and North Greenville. We go to a 5th set after this short break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Conference Carolinas Volleyball Championships on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina. This is Conference Carolinas.
We go to a decisive fifth set in the opening quarterfinals of the Conference Carolinas Volleyball Championships. Matt Stradley, Fred Battenfield, thanks for joining us from King University. Southern Wesleyan on your left, North Greenville on your right, and ace to start us off for Fulton, her second ace of the day.
Wow, good idea. Started deciding with your season on the line, 15 points away, and you start with an ace.
Into the block. 2 in a row for Southern Wesleyan. The Warriors came out to play.
Hey, they just clamped right there. That's what you want to do. You want to set your best player, but when they clamp your best player, that kind of throws you off a little bit.
Into the block this time, ball successful, 19 kills on the day.
She's not going to be deterred. I mean, she's a good player. She's taken hundreds and hundreds of swings on the year. She knows what to do. This is going to be exciting.
Into the block. Rice turns it around. We're tied at 2.
Yeah, set that right into the teeth of the NGU block. You got Fidelki and Gabby Rice standing there. I would run the right side. Let's not set it over there.
Samantha Ball at 352 kills on the season. Southern Wesleyan stops it from being 353.
That's her second time they blocked her. She needs to elevate a little bit. She needs to reach back here. Maybe her legs are starting to get a little tired, but you can't do that in the fifth game when your season's standing there.
From the middle, dug out. Splits the block. Back set. Rips to the corner. 9th kill of the day for Fidelki.
Yeah, she's come on a little bit.
Samantha Ball back to serve, tied at 3. First to 15, win by 2.
Into the block. Fidelki's there. Rice is there. North Greenville takes their first lead of the 5th set.
Yeah, another big block out there. Southern Wesleyan needs to run some different type of an offense. They throw it up high, it's going to be a real problem.
Ball rips it into the net, tied at 4. "19 kills, 16 digs for Ball on the day. Tied at 4. Covey back to serve with 26 digs on the day. Ripped down the line. Taylor's 8th kill of the day. Taylor is 2 kills away from a double-double.
You know, I think that North Greenville's outsides have really outperformed Southern Wesleyan, but Southern Wesleyan has picked up some other people that are picking up points.
Tipped over, read well. They'll try Taylor again. Splits the block. Set. Fidelki into the block and down.
Ooh, one-on-one there. Briley Wolf just went one-on-one with Fidelki right there and just said, nope, I got this. Block solo.
And on rotation is Span. First to 10, win by 2. Poked over, Span reads it well. Tight angle, but missing long. 6-5, North Greenville.
That's aggressive. You want an aggressive swing right there. Maybe you get somebody, stick a hand in there.
Sherman in to serve. 3 aces on the day for Sherman.
Yeah, Lee Smith comes in here. This is her rotation. If she can have a good rotation, North Greenville can win the match.
Splits the block, kept alive. Whistle blows. Into the net. We're tied at 6.
Yeah, I think Smith stepped over the line when she went to bring that ball back. I think it was her or might have been Funderburk. I'm not sure which one. That's what they called there. That's a tough break.
Waiter back to serve. Kept alive.
Wow,
dig.
what a rally.
Tipped over.
Oh my goodness, that was an amazing rally.
Funderburk gets the kill. That was the longest rally of the day, perhaps.
It was. That was the longest rally of the match. I just kept saying to myself, who's going to crack?
Taylor.
One little tip there. North Greenville takes the lead.
Taylor back to serve. Feathery touch for the kill by Wolf, her 5th of the day.
Yeah, she's done a nice job coming off the bench for Coach Collins. She just really has made some nice ball handling decisions.
It's Paxton back to serve for the Warriors. Ball rips it off the outside arm of the block and down, her 20th kill of the day.
Boy, that was strong right there. Just strong. She just powered that through. Now we're going to switch sides here.
8-7. Neither team is led by more than 2 in the 5th set. Remember, after this 5th set, we will have the award ceremony. Don't go anywhere. We'll carry it live on the Conference Carolinas digital network.
But if this is going to be indicative of the rest of the tournament, we're going to see some incredible volleyball.
Funderburk back to serve. Has an ace on the day. It's a 1-point lead. Check that. Funderburk out on rotation. Phelan for the first time.
Now Coach Mosley going to a serving specialist right here. Probably not a bad idea.
Teal Phelan, the sophomore out of Miami, Florida. Whistle blows. North Greenville with the serve, leading by 1, 8-7 in the pivotal fifth set. Tipped over, kept alive. Ball.
Little jump bump there.
Tries the angle, dug out, still alive. Ball, tips it over again. Ripped into the block, still alive, no. Tied at 8.
Yeah, Ball had a huge opportunity right there. She tipped twice. Fatigue starts to set in a little bit. You don't rip it quite as hard. But now's the time. You got to make big points right here.
Fulton back to serve, tied at 8. Over on 2. Ball again, rips it deep, kept alive. Ball again, the kill, 21 for Ball.
Wow, what a night she's had. I'm not sure what her career high is, but that's got to be close.
At the service line, number 3, Allison Ball.
Didn't Allison Ball have a good run here in the last set?
She did, in fact.
There you go, an ace.
It's almost like you knew that was going to happen.
You think?
2-point lead for North Greenville, 5 points away from the match. Nice into the nets.
What a high ball, good grief. Good idea, but you can't set a 6'2 player under the net. Got to get it up high, let her hit over it. Every point counts right here.
Tries the line. Back set. Ripped. Still alive. Free ball. Ball. Yes! Deuce, deuce for number 2.
Oh my gosh. You want to talk about running your offense. Gabby Rice made the middle commit. Samantha Ball had one-on-one. She's going to put that down. Could be the play of the match. We'll see.
The roll takes a tip off the block. Off the block again and down this time.
Now, this is a good rotation for North Greenville. They need a side out right here. This is a crucial point. You don't want to see them have Kaylin Chapman out on the outside for Southern Wesleyan right now. They got to get her. They got to rotate here, get a point, go back and serve aggressively. Then they can win. Southern Wesleyan ties this up, and then we'll see what happens because Chapman out here is hitting a little bit harder right now.
It is a season high for Ball with 22 kills, splitting the block and down 12-10 North Greenville.
Yeah, Peyton Taylor, that's her biggest swing of the night so far.
Crimmins back to serve, 2-point lead deep in the fifth set.
Ooh, what a massive mistake.
A service error on Crimmins. It's a 1-point game, Warriors with the serve.
Came off the bench and just about a quarter of an inch with a foot fault. Oh, my goodness.
Span back to serve.
And Span, we've seen her do it.
She settled it down in the first set for Southern Wesleyan. A high knuckleball. Short set, splits the block and down. Big kill for Funderburker, 5th.
One thing that has not been happening on the right side of the court here, Coach Collins has not used one timeout in the entire match. This would be an ideal point for her to call timeout.
Sherman back to serve. Whistle blows.
Oh, goodness, a net touch on Chapman. Sends North Greenville for 3 match points. Now she calls timeout. 1 point, a little late.
North Greenville leads by 3 deep in the 5th set. Remember, don't go anywhere. The award ceremony coming up immediately following this match. Can Southern Wesleyan extend this match? They've got to fight off.
Set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul.
Sherman with 3 aces on the day to go along with 19 assists. Serving the first of 3 match points for North Greenville. Just a bit out of sync as Smith couldn't get to it. 1 match point down, 2 to go, and it'll be behind the serve of Wader.
Yeah, they played good defense behind it, but didn't get a good setup there. Wader got a huge opportunity for Southern Wesleyan.
Good pass, good set, big swing. Wader gets a piece of it, still alive. And moving on, North Greenville takes the 5th set, 15-12.
Oh, my goodness. Thought Southern Wesleyan was going to bring that up and get another point, but that was a lot of pace on that last ball. North Greenville hangs on to play another day.
Samantha Ball, a season-high 22 kills, 17 digs, double-double. It's 20 dings for Gentry. A double-double for Taylor, 10 kills, 16 digs. For Southern Wesleyan, 10 kills for Haley, 29 digs for Covey, 12 kills for Chapman to go along with 7 digs, and 2 aces and 16 assists for Fulton.
Well, North Greenville raised their hitting percentage up significantly at the end of set number 4 and number 5. They held Southern Wesleyan to a 105 hitting percentage. That's the difference in the match. Covey did everything she could do. I mean, 10 assists, 29 digs. That's worth a lot of points, but in the end, Samantha Ball just kind of took over when she needed to and basically lifted North Greenville into the semifinals.
Emmanuel, UNC Pembroke coming out. But first, the awards ceremony. Don't go anywhere. You'll hear a brief silence, and then you'll get to hear the award ceremony in its entirety. You're watching Conference Carolina's Digital Network.
start by recognizing the 2025 Women's Volleyball Seniors. If you're a senior that is competing in your last Conference Carolinas contest, please wave as we recognize and thank you for your commitment to this sport and your institution. Thank you. Next is the Builder Services of North Carolina Conference Carolinas Elite 26 Award. This award honors the student athlete with the top cumulative grade point average based on the minimum number of hours who is competing at the final side of the Women's Volleyball Championship. This award is modeled after the NCAA's Elite Scholar Athlete Award, which is presented at each of the NCAA's championships. This year's winner for women's volleyball is, from Francis Marion, Madeline Gartner. It's now time to recognize the 2025 All-Conference Teams recipients who are here today. Our All-Conference teams are voted on by the head coaches in Conference Carolinas. Please come forward as your name is called. Let's meet our third team All-Conference recipients. From Converse, Libero, Nomia Chiaco. From Emmanuel, Faith Kelly. From UNC Pembroke, McKenna Hayes. From Emmanuel, Kaylin Pritchard. And from Converse, Ava Treckman. Fans, another round of applause for the Conference Carolinas Women's Volleyball Third Team All-Conference. Let's now meet our second team All-Conference recipients in attendance. From Converse, Setter Alicia Arroyo. From King, Libero Faith Morris. From Converse, Bree Lyons. From North Greenville, Anna Fiddlekey. From North Greenville, Samantha Ball. And from Converse, Alea Robertson. Fans, another round of applause for the Conference Carolinas Women's Volleyball Second Team All-Conference. Lucas. And from Francis Marion, Madeline Gartner. Fans, another round of applause for the Conference Carolinas Women's Volleyball First Team All-Conference. Now let's meet your major award winners in attendance. First, we will present the Freshman of the Year Award. The 2025 Conference Carolinas Freshman of the Year. From Emmanuel, Marusha Pasuki. Next, we'll present the Player of the Year Award. The 2025 Conference Carolinas Player of the Year. From Francis Marion, Madeline Gartner. Now let's meet the Coach of the Year. The 2025 Conference Carolinas Coach of the Year. From Francis Marion, Lauren Caulfield Edwards. Finally, we would like to recognize the 2025 Conference Carolinas Division Champions in attendance. First is the 2025 Conference Carolinas East Division Champions, the Patriots of Francis Marion. Next is the 2025 Conference Carolinas Northwest Division Champions, the Valkyries of Converse. Next, we'd like to honor the 2025 Conference Carolinas Southwest Division Champions, the Lions of Emmanuel. Please give one more round of applause for all of our award winners. A complete list of all Conference Carolinas award winners can be found on conferencecarolinas.com. Right, fans, match 2